What's up, guys? Bro1239 here. Back at it again with more Neil Armstrong series. We are 16-4. We are doing very well in the series. Remember, we have the ×2 XP in the games. We have over 1,000 training points to spend, because So I think after all 15 games, after all 20 games, I think. So that's like the BLX, Mississippi, and Montgomery. After those games, I'm pretty sure I'll try and finish them all today in the live stream. Then I will just go to training points, and I will no, I'm joking. I'm gonna spend it all on fielding. And you know what? I think I jumped to the wrong thing, but whatever. Who cares? Jumping right in. Batting fourth. Alright. Shuckers. Road, we're 10-0. Oh. We're gonna jinx that. I just jinxed it, probably.
Back here with our minor league pregame show. I'm Matt Vasgersian, getting you ready for Double-A Southern League action tonight as we jump into our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Yes. MLB The Show's on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in Tennessee Smokies and the Biloxi Shuckers. And with that, here's a look at the visitor. Neil Armstrong will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he off season, his contract is up after this year.
And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs here on the base. Neil Armstrong is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he will make it there as he starts the fourth with a leadoff double.
That's 21 game hitting streak.
And you see on
they were gonna show
Robbie McGee is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first.
Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting.
Meanwhile, now the throw to the bag is there, and he is out at third base.
I got a great jump.
Neil Armstrong steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
We're still winning.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gomez on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Meanwhile, the guy from second base is heading on home.
Neil Armstrong will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
Gomez looks up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Neil Armstrong will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. And here's a ball hit in the air.
How do you use the shot?
Abbott is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. To the bottom of the ninth we go.
It's supposed to be the size of the ball, and
Top
it was.
Of the order due up. The Smokies lead it 7-4.
I think we won the game. Wow, no defensive plays that game. None. Not one.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but
And,
out of everybody, I'd
I
say
am not
this
the
man
player of the
most
game,
deserves to
but
be
that
our
doesn't matter.
top player of the game.
Yeah,
That
no
does not
question he was a tough
matter
out up there.
as
You
long
see the 3 hits,
as we
including a
play
home run.
well.
Without him in the
And they
lineup,
got more
I
hits
think
than
this
us,
might have
but,
been a
I mean,
different
that honestly
story.
doesn't matter.
So that's a
We play
wrap
better
here
than them.
tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Smokies win it 7-5. Good night, everybody.
5 runs, 10 hits.
Alright, let's continue playing. Go to game 2 of the 5-game series.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tennessee Smokies and the Biloxi Shuckers. Roger Parra will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. To third. Throw gets him 2 down. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of? Neil Armstrong will stand in now, and beware because he has been off the charts hot here to start the season.
This guy just keeps on rolling. You look at the season numbers, and they're excellent.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this.
Robbie McGee will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI. Remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over the third base.
Yes!
Time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Oh, man, I was leaning over.
Hadaway will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes
it was like really long time ago.
Lou Robinson will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Come on.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. G is there for it. And the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. 1 man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Steve Abbott will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. On the ground to third. Armstrong. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to.
Digging in to try it again, Neil Armstrong. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Gomez racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
It is a home run. What the heck? That was the weirdest home run ever. Clickbait title, weirdest home run ever.
So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 26 for him on the season. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
What even is this? Looks like it's about to hit again. I'm guessing 403 feet. No, okay.
In now, Neil Armstrong. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, the last time that was a fastball, and it didn't really look like he got all of it, but the velocity.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
That didn't hit off the wall though.
Robbie McGee will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time.
Ooh, maybe a triple.
He knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any better to get hit.
1-1. Runners on his way to third. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Gomez moving in, and that retires the side.
Oh. Why even bother going back and
following the two-out double? More in a moment on the show. Leading off the inning, Alfonso Pena, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Left side.
What the?
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
That was weird.
Neil Armstrong will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. A pitch out. The throw on a great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second.
You know, some managers don't like to call for the pitch out right away, thinking if they guess wrong, it changes the whole at bat. But here, they had a good idea he'd be running in. Turns out, they were right.
All right, that doesn't matter. Home run.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll pull into second with his fourth hit of the ball game.
Wow, stay hot, why don't you? He is wearing these guys out. His third double of the game.
By pitch,
Robbie
run.
McGee will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored. So and he'll step off. And the runner's breaking for third. 2 out here and a runner at second. Runner breaks for third. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time.
Steal third, great jump. All right.
So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
Pena.
Connor Ortiz will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay
retarded,
through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
And now a 2-strike play. One's down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner.
Roger Hara will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
That was weird. Wow.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Neil Armstrong. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. In there, strike 1. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Pulled toward right center field.
Why can I never get a good game where I'm flawless?
And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first. Neil Armstrong steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Oh, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Neil Armstrong. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Change it down.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. It's sharply toward third. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player.
There we go, 11-1, and
yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those
bro, like what the heck? What do I need to do to be able to move
back
up in the leagues? Am I just staying in the minor leagues this entire time?
The show's continuing. Minor League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Tennessee Smokies and the Biloxi Shuckers. Neil Armstrong will stand in fresh off a 4-hit ball game a night ago.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Ortiz will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So no runs here, no hits, no errors. Rob Karen in now, hopped out in his first trip. The 0-1 pitch. Hit to third. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Neil Armstrong is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting...
Robbie McGee comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on...
Sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And that's through for a hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out. Hugh Hadaway will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
Come on.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Here it comes on 1-1. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. A double play.
The go-ahead.
Wow, you know, it looked like they...
Neil Armstrong will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup. 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Ortiz is there. 1 away. Neil Armstrong gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. High and deep to right center field. Pena going back, still going back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Boy, just another great swing right there, and he's had a few of them in this series. He gets a good pitch to hit, and he's right on it, and he drives this one.
Robbie McGee takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, these are those tough kind of choppers that come at you with an in-between hop. Here, he doesn't know whether to charge it or play it on the hop, and as it turns out, He doesn't even get a glove on it.
Oh, it goes through his legs. That's the worst. I think we won that game. 2-0. We only won that game 2-0. Both of those things are from me.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went
I'm the
above
one that
and
got us the
beyond in
win.
this
Are you
one.
serious?
He's our top player of the game.
I'm the one that hit the
Yeah,
home
I thought he really
runs,
pitched well.
got the
He ran into a few
scores.
problems here and
No,
there
I
along the
did.
way, but
This game
aside
triggers
from
me
that,
sometimes.
he was definitely
Sometimes
a
he makes
difference
the
maker
wrong
out there.
decisions. Cool, he
So
pitched
that'll
almost
put a
7
wrap on
innings,
things
but I
here
mean,
this
come on, I
evening.
got us the win.
For
I
my
got us
partners,
hit.
Eric
I
Harris
got
and
us
Steve Lyons,
the
I'm Matt
victory.
Vasgersian. This has
I
been a
executed the
presentation of
execution.
MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Smokies win it 2-0. Good night, everybody. Back here, game show. I'm Matt Vasgersian, getting you ready for.
Getting ready for.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Tennessee Smokies and the Biloxi Shuckers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Neil Armstrong will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you know, he's been
inside.
averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Ooh-wee.
And he is in there. And
He is
as you
in
see
there.
right there, that'll push his hitting streak as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit, you know, people start to take notice.
Matt
Series
Caesar
1 for 9.
will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
When you look at what this guy has done so far this season, it hasn't looked very good, and you can tell he's only had 5 hits in his last 10 games. That just adds.
Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Steve, how do they go about trying to start out the month with a win?
You know, guys, for me, this team does such a great job in 2-strike counts when they put the ball in play.
Hugh Hadaway comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in
6
scoring
RBIs.
position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Gonzalez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors,
Which
and a
is
couple
by
of men
me.
left. Neil Armstrong will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he can come through here.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. This is pulled into right. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. 1 run is scored.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure.
At least I tied up the game with the sac
Adrian
fly.
Hauser steps up to the
He's gonna
plate in a
bunt.
sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they'll try here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Alberto Gomez steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Come on.
Looped out toward third. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors. At the plate, Neil Armstrong, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here. Hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
Out in front of it, strike 1.
Fastball inside, I'm guessing. What?
Skied into straightaway right. And quickly 2 are gone now
That's
here
crap.
in the visitors' half of the 6th.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight, and You know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Alberto Gomez takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but
Right,
you can
come
bet
on.
those guys
Force
in the
out
outfield
first.
are going to be coming up gunning.
And that will conclude matters here in... Striding in to start the ninth, Neil Armstrong, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one
Guys, gone.
back
Come on,
here in
please,
this
please,
inning.
please, please. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
To the track, to the wall. Gone! To tie it in the ninth.
Batting clutch.
So it's a solo shot to dead center, and that is 27 for him on the year, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where...
Connor Ortiz digs in, looking to send
Why are we always away? Like, what the heck? We've been in the away team like the past 3 games.
End, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
Armstrong in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
Oh, that
So
was
they pick
close.
up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a
What
runner
the-
left. And we'll have to cancel. Neil Armstrong will get another crack at it here as we flash you back to the 9th inning. This solo home run was a big one as it helped to get us to where we are now in the extra innings. And he gets ahead here with the
Forcing
fastball,
nothing?
strike one.
No.
That's taken.
Forcing up.
Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
All right, now we just power swing. Screw this guy.
Fly ball heading for the alley.
Gone.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. He's around first on his way to second now. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, I think they've seen enough of this guy for the weekend. He's absolutely eating them alive, and he's at it again as he drives this one for 2 bases.
What, is that like my
Matt
7th
Caesar
double?
will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the run is in to score from second.
The
It's
go-ahead
a 4-3
run.
game.
Took him a while to
Hopefully
pick
I
up
will
that
be able to
first
play
hit of
it
the ball
on
game, but he
defense
made it count
and protect.
as he was able to drive in the run on the RBI single.
Neil
Or we can
Armstrong
just...
digs in yet again. If you remember, he hit a big home run back in the 9th inning. In there, no balls and a strike. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's
Forcing
trying to get a
inside.
ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center.
Pop up plus. No, it's out. That's out.
Gomez there.
Go!
He had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the second out.
Did we win? Please tell me we won. Please, 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 please. Yes. Oh, yes. CJ Edwards with the win.
And a very good performance offensively for this bunch, but out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here
Oh, man,
as our
dude, this
top player
game
of the
took
game.
way too long.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
2
So that'll just
second
about do it.
bases.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This
Oh,
has been a
man.
presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Smokies win it 7-4. Good night, everybody.
Red Sox didn't play, did we? Nope.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
We're 19-5, almost 20-5. Is there a team that's better than us? Our record is basically switched with fighting Bills. Kind of. Not really. Oh man, I think this is the final game of the series.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Smokies and the Biloxi.
Why am I still batting fourth?
Neil Armstrong will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Yeah, and I don't think that should surprise anybody because when you look at his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 500, so he's just adding to those numbers.
Launched to right field and deep, but that'll be off the right field wall. Head down through first. He's heading for 2. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
Make that 8 doubles.
And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Can you imagine waking up every morning, coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're going to get a base hit like he's feeling it right now?
Robbie McGee will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that.
And now the runner's trying for third. Sent on the ground out to second. And a rather easy first out.
Great jump, still third.
Batting 6th, second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Hugh Hadaway.
2 for
And he
18.
could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
What are my teammates?
No score here as we play inning number 2. Drilled on the ground is short. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1.
First
Patrick Hager will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swinging a soft liner. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's 1-1.
Well, he didn't do a whole lot, but he did just enough to muscle this thing into the outfield.
What is that for?
Stepping in, Neil Armstrong will swing it from the left side right here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but does it matter? He can hit from either side of the plate.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as...
Pancake on the griddle.
Into the box now, Robbie McGee. He got on top of one.
Steal
It was
base.
a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw. Neil Armstrong digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Go.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, digging for 2 now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Neil Armstrong will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet. So this is no small task.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Forcing out that close.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here.
80 freaking training points. Holy buttocks.
So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 28 on the season, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
You talk about capping off a comeback in style, but we ain't going to have to look far.
Leading off the inning, Patrick Hager, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Armstrong is there for it. 1 out.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative.
Negative.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there.
I definitely was. Not out. I was 4 for 4. Nice. Nice. Bird. Bird. You'll become eligible for free agency after you accumulate 6 years of Major League service time. You can keep track of this number by accessing your player card. Cool. Alright, we'll train. Right. Bang. Well, I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. We are 20-5. So there's 14, 18-7, 17-7, 14, 10. Alright, we're the best team. We're ranked 3rd? Are you serious? Travelers are ranked 1st. We have definitely clinched a playoff berth by now. I mean, I know we still have like tons of the season left. No crap. I know we have like the All-Star game. Whatever this is, and then this All-Star game.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, John Lester earned the victory while striking out 11, leading the Cubbies to a win over the Pirates, 6-3. The Cincinnati Reds combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants, 3-2. Tyler Thornburg got his second W of the season as the Brewers took care of the Angels, 4-3. The Phillies had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road, 4-2. The Marlins allowed only 5 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks, 4-2. The Braves totaled 13 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field, 7-5. The Padres amassed 14 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Rockies, 8-3. The Dodgers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg, 8-2. The Blue Jays smacked 15 team hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers, 7-2. CC Sabathia earned the 3rd W of his season as the Yankees claimed victory over the Orioles, 5-3. The Red Sox cracked 14 hits overall as they beat the White Sox on the south side,
5. I mean, if we were doing like a lot worse,
the
like
Indians
1 and
put together 10
whatever,
hits total as they
like,
defeated the visiting Tigers, 6-2.
Bad.
They continue to
Then
win
I would
as they now
obviously
have
do a
9
trade. But
straight.
we're doing good.
The Kansas
We are
City
on a hot
Royals
streak.
knocked out 10 hits as a
We
team
are on a hot
as they
streak.
bested the visiting
Well,
Mets,
anyways, guys,
3-2.
if you guys
Oakland
did enjoy,
Athletics
go
allowed
ahead
5
and
hits in the
hit
game
that
as
like
they
button
took
down
down the
below.
visiting Mariners,
Also,
4-0.
subscribe if you are
The
new.
Minnesota Twins
And
amassed
stay
14
tuned for
hits
more
in the game
MLB
as they got a
17
win over the
videos
Astros in
of
Houston,
Neil Armstrong
6-3.
coming out in the future.
Thanks for tuning in today.
See you
We'll be
guys
back here tomorrow
in the next
and all
video.
season long.
Peace out.